Understanding this 5-piece component pie chart is the difference of having a 450 to an 850 credit score. Failing to follow even one of these 5-piece components can and will hold you back from achieving it. Over the last 20 years, I've helped over 50,000 people increase their FICO score by following this exact strategy. And today, I'm laying out the exact step-by-step process you can implement to reach that special 800 FICO score. Whether your score is in the low 400s or hovering over the mid 600s, this video is for you. The first piece is payment history. This counts as 35% of your score. Now this judges creditors on how well you've been making your payments on time in the past history. This piece really should say negative accounts. Negative items drastically lower your credit score and can stay on for up to 7 years. Many clients don't realize that even one derogatory account can lose up to 70 points. So let's say you have a car payment that you missed in December of 2024, that late will carry until the year 2031, affecting your credit score. Eliminating any negative remarks off your credit report has to happen if you're going to achieve that 800 score. Other negative items that might hurt your score: collections, charge-offs, repossessions, bankruptcies. There are many factors that will hurt your score if a derogatory mark posts on your report. Many clients don't realize that paying off your collections still does not increase your score. The item has to be retracted like it never happened. We give advice on settling accounts, but remember, the item has to be deleted. So 35% is based on negative accounts. Having 0 negative items is key. The next piece of the pie is 30% of your score. This is debt utilization, basically credit cards. So you have to have credit cards in your name reporting to all 3 credit bureaus. But how are you using those credit cards? We like to think that using 10 to 30% of each credit card's limit is key. After all my experience in explaining clients on how to use credit cards, this holds true. The billing cycle of your credit card gets recorded to the 3 credit bureaus, not what you pay after the due date. Very misleading here, because clients think that when they pay their credit cards off, that new balance gets reported to the bureaus. That's not true. What you spend on your billing cycle gets recorded to the 3 credit bureaus. So if you have a $1,000 credit line and you only use $100 in the month of January, that billing cycle gets recorded in February to the 3 credit bureaus. Many clients call me in January and say, my score dropped 20 points overnight. What happened? I simply ask them if they use their cards a lot in December, and that's why their score dropped in January. So it always takes another month billing cycle to record what you spent on each individual card. So if you have a $10,000 credit line, use the card $1,000. That's 10%. If you have a $300 credit line, use it $30. Put your Netflix or a small utility bill on your credit card and repeat. It's really key to use your credit cards every month. Many clients put the cards in the drawer, they don't use them, and they're not showing activity. Recent activity is key in this piece of the pie, as well as your balanced debt utilization. So use your cards, use them correctly, and keep them open. So the next piece of the pie is length of history. How long have you had your credit cards open? Opening credit cards and keeping them active is key. It's open and active accounts that is calculated in this section. If you close a credit card, that history is gone. I've seen too many people not use credit cards that they've had open for 10, 15 years, and the creditor actually closes them on you due to inactivity. That takes away the points because now the account is closed. So if you have a credit card open for 5 years, your history is 5 years. If you take a car payment that you've had open for 1 year, you divide them in 2, your average is 3 years. If you pay off your car, that account is now out of the equation, your score goes back up. So people always ask me, should I close my credit cards? And my advice is, do not close long open credit cards. But if you have 2 or 3 credit cards open for 10 years, and this past holiday season you went and opened up 2, 3 more new cards, your score dropped. So close the new accounts and keep the accounts that are open for a long time, and it'll jump your score. The next section would be inquiries. There's 2 different types of inquiries. There's hard inquiries, and then there's soft inquiries. A soft inquiry is an online credit score that does not ding your account. But a hard inquiry, you could lose 2 to 3 points. If you try to buy a house and you have to have a mortgage lender run your credit, they have to run it to see what your FICO is in the mortgage industry. But don't worry, you're only going to lose 2 or 3 points. And you have a shopping window of 15 days. So if you are serious about buying a house or a car, have that lender run your credit to see what you qualify for. In fact, maybe have 2 or 3 other lenders run your credit. Because of that shopping window, you're not going to get dinged. See who's going to give you the best rate. So run your credit. You only lose 2 or 3 points. Now, I wouldn't recommend running your credit every single month, but how long do inquiries stay in your credit report? That's a common question. When you look at your credit report, you may see inquiries in the past 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. That's how long that you can see those inquiries on your credit report, but they only affect your score for 12 months. In fact, after about 6 months, it's pretty much inevitable, right? So if you lose 2 to 3 points when somebody runs my credit today, in 6 months, it's 1 to 2 points, and then after 12 months, it's out of the FICO equation. So again, having your credit pulled is okay. I just wouldn't recommend running it all the time. The next and last piece of maximizing your FICO score is a mixture of credit. You want to have a revolving account such as a credit card. Your balance is different every single month, right? A revolving credit account compared to an installment account when you are paying the same monthly premium every month, such as a car payment or a mortgage payment or a student loan. So the installment loans and revolving accounts, you want to have a mixture of a credit. Some people have a mortgage account, a home equity line, an auto loan. That's 3 installment accounts. And then you have 3 credit cards. You have good mixture there. So having a 3-to-1 ratio, you don't really want to go over that mixture to maximize your credit score. So these 5-piece components, put them all together. This is the key to having an 800 score. Here's a bonus. 70% of people have some type of erroneous item on their credit report. I would highly recommend anyone to look at all 3 bureau reports, as each bureau has different information. Now, if you have something derogatory on your credit report, you can actually investigate it by the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The bureaus have up to 45 days to review any audit. And if they can't find the validation or verification, they must remove it. I see many collection companies report inaccurate information. So if you have a paid collection or unpaid collection reported to the credit bureaus, I would highly recommend investigating this at all 3 bureaus. So with that being said, if you're looking to improve your credit score in 2025, but you have negative remarks on your credit report holding you back, you can click the link in the description to book a free credit consultation with me. And if you're just looking for more credit education content to improve your score, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I have some exciting stuff planned for you. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.